It seems I owe my defeat largely to your interference, Jack Archer. You even managed to best my finest warriors. I congratulate you for that. But now, my fortune has suddenly changed, I think. Even if you manage to win this battle, you shall surely die with me, here in the vacuum of space. We're too far from your dead little world to have any hope of returning.
Yeah? If that's what it takes to kick you off my planet, then so be it.
Hey, I'm Joy. Let's go for a cruise. And look at that, we're in a boss fight. So, this boss fight is pretty simple. The first phase is this. We have to destroy these turrets that are going to be of major annoyance to us if we don't. Okay. So now we can finally move on to Zeraal, and yeah, I know what it looks like. Let's just pretend the game does not stupidly limit you armor usage to just space missions, and say that Jack actually did go into this final battle wearing the Super Veritech armor. It's not solely just because I want to show it off in this battle, in the game at some point, but... Alright, I admit, I just want to show it off at least once. This final battle is going to be that chance. Okay, so, after you take out the lasers, this boss fight is just a skill of patience. Zeraal is flying around in this special armor package for an officer pod that pretty much turns it into an elite version of a fighter pod. It's kinda terrifying. It's very fast, very maneuverable, and very well armored, and armed to the teeth. He's got his standard laser cannons, but he's also got missiles that are very strong, they deal a lot of damage and are very maneuverable. And he's also got a sniper cannon. Now his is very special, outside of just having a blue laser instead of the standard green. It's also, whilst lacking in accuracy, it makes up for it in having a lot of rate of fire. You can spam that thing like there's no tomorrow. Now, his main lasers, don't worry about them. He'll just fire them off into space. They're not to worry about. Ugh. That sniper cannon, however, you want to continuously keep maneuvering so he doesn't get a good shot on you. And the missiles, you want to constantly be putting down decoys, because those missiles hurt a lot. They're going to be the most dangerous thing about it. All in all, just keep moving, keep firing missiles at him. If you can get a few shots off of him with your gun, that's fine. Do that. It's all just a skill of outlasting him in damage. When he's below you, he really likes using the sniper cannon, considering it is on top of his little mech anyways. Alright, where is he? Honestly, those ship cannons at the beginning are the most damaging things out there, because they can do a lot of damage to you really quick. Also, stay on this side of the ship, because there's laser cannons on both sides, but this side has the primary battlefield on it, so... Stay on this side, don't go to the other side. Okay, quarter done. Okay. Okay. This doesn't stop that sniper cannon from being very, very scary. Yeah, he's fast, and he can turn on a dime. Honestly surprising that this is the most powerful mech in the game, considering I think it's not the most powerful mech in the RPGs, or at least it's Zentraedi mechs, that is. Pretty sure the RPGs do specifically state it's the female power armor. Oh, and speaking of female power armor, you didn't get to see it at the end of the last video thanks to the cliffhanger, but at the end of the Zentraedi City mission, I did unlock a medal. The tuna head medal. I'll show it alongside the rest of my stats right here in post. Anywho, the tuna head medal unlock is simple to unlock. You have to destroy 50 scout pods in total. Very simple unlock. What it unlocks is the female power armor. Straight up. Granted, it's only available in Versus mode, but you unlock the female power armor for use in Versus mode, and it is busted. It is extremely powerful, easily the most powerful mech in the game. And honestly, for by just destroying scout pods, that is honestly a massive reward for doing something so simple. You can easily destroy the 50 scout pods in one playthrough of the story mode, which is exactly what I did. All you have to do is just make sure you've gotten every scout pod you meet in the story destroyed, and you can just get it. But honestly, really neat power to unlock. Alright, we're about halfway past it. Okay. Honestly, this final boss could be a bit better. It is just fighter mode duel, but a lot more padding. Honestly, that could have been worse either, as well. I mean, he's definitely threatening. He's no slouch. He can definitely deal a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. Sniper cannon especially. Ugh, boy. Yeah, just keep moving, keep popping decoys, and you're good. Keep shooting missiles at him, and you're golden.
Impressed. You fight like a Zentraedi.
You think that's a compliment?
By the way, Zeraal's voice actor, if I'm remembering correctly, is Dan Warren. He was also a voice actor for the original Robotech, specifically the voice of Roy Fokker.
He's playing.
Who's that old sourpuss, Roy?
Old sourpuss?
That old sourpuss is our control operator, Lisa Hayes. And if she looks like an old sourpuss to you, you're not as grown up as I thought you were, Rick.
Yes, I'm using his Macross name, or Robotech name, rather than his Macross name of Fokker, but What else do we specify between the two? Okay. And we're almost done here. we go.
Now, you know the whole story. Or at least, as much as I know. I've done some things I'm not proud of. I just hope that in the end, I've helped more people than I've harmed. And maybe even made a difference in their lives. The oxygen's too thin for me to talk anymore. I guess it's a good time to go. The future's looking so bright.
And that's the game. For completing the final level, we get the Wolf Leader Medal, which unlocks the Wolf paint design, as well as the YF-1R. An interesting little mech. This is the first time it actually appears at all. The 1R is a completely Robotech original mech, and it's based off of an animation error in the original show. I think it's episode 32 that it appears, but it's a VF-1A that looks to have 2 extra spikes on the side of its head. This is translated in mechanics to be a upgrade package for the 1A that adds on those extra 2 cannons on the side, turns the center cannon into an auto defense cannon, which automatically targets and destroys missiles. It doesn't actually do that in this game, by the way, but that's in lore what it does. And just extra sensors and engine strength. It's also meant to be Jack Archer's signature Veritech. And it's definitely interesting looking in this game, to say the least. By the way, we also unlock Cam Clark, which I've already mentioned before, Jack's voice actor, and the original voice actor of Max. But that's the game. Let the credits roll. So, what do I think of this game? Well, it's aight. Most of the major game reviewers I see give this in the range of 70 score, and honestly, yeah, that fits. It's a little above average, but it's definitely far from perfect. The missions can get repetitive, the creativeness is a little lacking, at least towards the middle part. The end part, they decided to go a little more. Honestly, I don't mind the game. I have fun playing it. I definitely would recommend not playing this in one run-through, as I mentioned before, because of that repetitiveness, but honestly, it's a fun game, and considering this is the first game this developer actually put out, and then outside of one other Robotech game, which wasn't all that good, actually, it pretty much exclusively otherwise made shovelware. Not a bad start to a cursed future. But yeah, this is also the only 3D style Macross game the West ever actually got. No other 3D Macross game has been released in English, and honestly, that is kind of a bummer, because some of them are pretty damn good. And around the same time this game came out, we got the PS2 game, SDF Macross. And from what I've seen of that game, it's pretty much exactly what I'd expect from a Macross game, and honestly pretty damn good. Compared to this game, there's no contest. SDF Macross is just a much more well-made game. But it was only ever released in Japan. So we have this instead, and to be fair, it's not the worst we could have gotten. It's decent enough, and it gets the job done. And honestly, we could have had better. Let's just be thankful it's not across M3 and its bad controls. But yeah, a good game. I like a lot of things about it, but it's definitely lacking, and maybe a remake could fix things, make it good, or at least better. But this is what we've got. And with that, this cruise shall come to an end. I'll be getting things ready for the next cruise in the meantime, so be prepared. Keep your ears on the wireless. I'll be sailing off for now. Hope you can join me for the next cruise. And until then, bon voyage.